Mekhi Nelson is emerging as an early story in fall camp. And look, they've only practiced now 5 times as we're taping this show, so you can't really get too ahead of things. But just the simple vote of confidence that offensive coordinator Dana Holgorsen gave Mekhi Nelson days after the hamstring injury that Quentin Ives suffered really has put him in a promising position, it appears, to possibly be that number 2 running back.
Yeah, you're right. I would say this, though. Remember, I was telling you a couple weeks ago, and I wrote it in our tunnel talk, one of our HuskerOnline staples. I wrote that Nelson's had a great summer. So what I'm suggesting to you is I don't think this is recent. I think this is months or several weeks in the making. I don't think he's just come on. I think he's come on all summer. And now you wonder, the cynic in me says, did it go like this? Ives goes down, coaches get together and say, hey, pump Mekhi Nelson full of some confidence here.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I'm so cynical, but I go back to what I said. I think Nelson, I don't think this is within the last week Nelson started to play well. I think he started to play well during the summer months.
Here's the thing with Mekhi Nelson. His courtship as a player to Nebraska was so under the radar.
Why is that?
Well, because initially he was going to be a class of 2025 recruit.
Right.
Because he was going to go to prep school.
Yeah.
Well, he reclassified and made the decision in July to leave his prep school.
St. Thomas More.
And he actually never even really got there.
Well, he played 1 year there, and then he was planning to play 2 and then cut it off.
And then Nebraska came through and brought him in. And if I remember correctly, Ryan Callahan was a guy behind the scenes. He's now at UCF, played a big part in kind of, getting things situated where they could get him in earlier.
Oh, interesting.
And so they got him in, and so last year was kind of a development year in so many ways. Learn the way of the land and train and get used to it. And here we are now, a year later.
Nelson, though, you're right. He is in position to win number 2. That's how I look at it. I mean, I look at it like it's Nelson or Ives. And Ives, unfortunately, came up lame on the first, really the first drills we saw running backs doing on Monday, grabbed his hamstring. And Dana Holgorsen did say yesterday it's a hamstring.